a review in about a whole ass month, and sorry for the delay. There was so much traveling I was proceeding with, as you guys could tell by my slow activity on YouTube. I always try my best, the absolute best I can to get video out for you guys, because you guys deserve to see the content that I plan to make. And, well, with me being so busy behind the scenes, college graduation, traveling all over the Midwest, California, so many concerts not to mention, me having a big outdoor life was just a bit, let's just say it was like, it really was taking up a lot of my time, and I just had been having way too many vlogs to put together as well. As you guys can tell, some of the vlogs that I've been uploading are very, very, very late. But, enough gab. Anyways, Nashville Super Speedway. My man, Chase Elliott, has mustered up another oval victory, and now, as of the recording of this review, he has more oval wins than road course victories until he wins a race at Road America, Indianapolis, Watkins Glen, and Charlotte Roval. He's now officially has edged out road course victories just a little bit. And he's only 3 wins, just below Casey Kane, one of the Hendrick Motorsports drivers from my high school years. So yeah, first couple of parts of the race was pretty kind of messy. Well, not messy, but just, wow, a heartbreaker for me, because William Byron was facing mechanical problems. Then suddenly, Alex Bowman wrecks out of the race, and there was 2 instances where we get a lightning strike, thus delaying the race by a red flag on 2 occasions. And it was basically almost all a Joe Gibbs shit show, until Chase Elliott had something to say about it when he was coming in clutch on the late parts of the race. So around, let's just say, around with like 40 some odd laps to go, when Kyle Busch was in command of the field, Chase Elliott wielded his horsepower to the front and uppercut the whole JGR squad like the badass he really is. And boy, oh boy, I was given the deep anxiety attacks, because when I saw Josh Blicky, whatever, however you pronounce his last name, oh, fuck it, Josh, I like bicking at my own freaking butt. I love picking my asshole, blah blah blah. I love picking my asshole to the point where a cylinder drops on my fucking motor. How's that for his last name? For Josh. Had to let go in an untimely manner. So then, because of that, we truly thought that was the end of Chase Elliott. But Alan Gustafson learned from his mistake from the 2020 Coca-Cola 600 and was able to uppercut the whole field. And a lot of the people that took fresh tires had it backfired on them. Kyle Busch finished 21st. Ha ha ha. The pedigree curse is immortal. Just too bad it's not going to be renewed after this. In fact, I don't think anything on Kyle Busch's prime time is going to be renewed after 2022. Truex finished 22nd, and Denny Hamlin will actually finish 6th. The only Gibbs driver alongside Bell that did not flop after that late race yellow. A lot of people are going to say, oh my god, the NASCAR should have threw the yellow for Brad Keselowski's tangle. Listen here, Sonny. There was no debris on the track, and Brad Keselowski managed to get off the track right before the field caught up to him. Ergo, No caution warranted. Please stop making up bullshit excuses as a desperate way to discredit Chase's victory. Even if the caution was thrown, he still would have won. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't be praising a caution just because it would screw out your scapegoat, only to then say, oh, my driver could have won if that caution didn't come out, whenever your driver is disadvantaged by the same exact caution form. So, it would be so funny if someone blew a motor at an untimely manner while your driver is leading, so stop saying Chase shouldn't have won when he defied all odds that your driver couldn't have. Or tentatively couldn't have, whatever. Just stop. Your desperate excuses have fallen flat on their face time and time again. It's enough. One by one, you guys have been failing. One by one, you guys get more and more embarrassed. So, where exactly did Keselowski finish? I had 29th. So, yeah. First, it was starting to look like it would be a team killer for Hendrick Motorsports, but here comes Chase Elliott to save the day! Sorry for my cringy, corny jokes, but that is just exactly what Chase Elliott had to do. The points leader mustered up a victory at Music City, and I could not have been happier. I really wish I was there for it, but there's only so many reasons why I couldn't go, but I'm not going to disclose it here for the sake of the comfort for my best friend in Tennessee, because I really don't want to bring his personal life on YouTube. It wasn't really anything we were bickering about, necessarily. It's just a lot of issues were going on behind the scenes, and I couldn't stay over in his place for Nashville Super Speedway, so unfortunately I had to bite the bullet and not see my main man win in person. Would have been cool under the lights and on an oval, no less, too. But, alas, sometimes we just can't have nice things. But this race, it was pretty damn good. I really do hope they keep Nashville Super Speedway, and I sure as hope that they don't knock off Road America, which is next on our list. Next on our NASCAR schedule for Chicago Street Course, because as much as I'm not averse to the Chicago Street Course, knocking off Road America would be a big mistake, because that is a very popular historical road course. Road America, that is. As a matter of fact, if you want Chicago Street Course on the schedule so bad, why don't you try warming it up first before you put the big tier league onto the circuit? Wouldn't that make more sense, since that's what you did with Road America for so many years before you added it to the Cup schedule the last year? It would make more sense to me. I don't see why you would want to knock off Road America after 2 glorious years. Well, even though Road America hasn't started yet for this year, but I can assure you that it's going to be a fun race to watch, much like last year. So yeah, Nashville was damn good. You could actually pass. You could actually catch up to the leaders. You can actually defy all odds of the dominant team, putting distance and pressure on you. And that's exactly what Chase Elliott did. And the fact that I was feeling under pressure by Kurt Busch and Ryan Blaney should show you what an absolute thriller this race really was. And it was actually fun to watch Kyle Busch try to uppercut Chase Elliott in so many corners. Drives you up the wall with anxiety, makes you bite your nails frantically like you're watching a horror movie, but hey, that's what makes a race fun to watch. If you're on the other edge of your seat, hoping like all hell that your hero pulls through and defeats the villain, there you go. That's a good race. And just like how it would be a good movie if you're watching the hero, hero that you're rooting for in a bloody fight against the villain. I mean, why else do people love horror movies? Why else do people love Marvel movies? Why do people love sci-fi? Why do people love so much slasher thriller films? Why do people love so many action movies? This race right here is a living embodiment of just that. The villain failed miserably and dropped all the way back to 21st, and the hero prevailed and mustered up a victory at Music City. And I couldn't be any more excited by this race and by this track. I think it was a little bit better than last year's race too. A little bit more action and thrillers up the front than last year, if I were to be honest. Since I love battles for the lead for this year's race and last year's race. I think honestly, last year's race kind of did need to be safe, fun but safe. But now that we got a new stock car, it's an absolute thriller. And honestly, I like that. If we thought this was a fun thriller, let's just see what Road America has in store for us next weekend. Oh man, that was probably the most anxious I've ever felt for a Chase Elliott victory in my entire life. And thank fuck he was able to pull through this one. Congratulations, Alan Gustafson, for learning from your mistakes. Now truly redeem yourself by getting a crown jewel in the future. You already got the Brickyard and the Southern 500 upcoming, so don't disappoint us if you're in that position again. That's all I got to say for today, my dudes. It was an absolute thriller from start to finish. Maybe sometimes there were some snoozes when Denny Hamlin was basically putting a gap on the rest of the field, but when Chase Elliott was basically depleting the gap on Kyle Busch doing everything he possibly could to uppercut Chase Elliott, but failed miserably at it. Fun fucking race, fun fucking season. I'm loving every single race of the season. Well, even though the short tracks have been the weakest point of the Gen 7 car. Wow. 2022, you did not disappoint in NASCAR season. And in metal too. See y'all later. Spacing out. Stay safe and may the force be with you, Space Metal Forces.